Janice Berry has always tried to give to others. Now she's conflicted about coming to this Nova Scotia food bank for help.
Well, there's two sides of it. There's the thank goodness I have the help when I need it, and then there's shame because I can't take care of myself anymore.
It's not her fault. Her career as a correctional officer was derailed by a painful and now chronic kidney condition. Then her husband died. Janice currently lives on long-term disability payments, less than half of her previous income.
I was getting by, but then when all the prices started going up, there was just, you wait till payday to go grocery shopping, so you have the money, and then payday comes and you pay your bills, and you realize you don't have the money. You just don't have it.
She's among a record high number of Canadians turning to food banks.
We have never had so many new people. In 1 week, we had 5 today, new people we signed up, and 4 yesterday. And most of those people have not been to a food bank before.
Food bank managers anticipate even more demand if Canada's food price report is accurate.
2023 won't be much of a break for families who are struggling, unfortunately.
The report estimates a family of 4 will spend more than $16,000 on food next year, $1,000 more than this year. It predicts overall, food will cost Canadians between 5 and 7% more. Researchers blame a wide range of factors, from climate change to fuel costs to the war in Ukraine, which made this year's 10% increase in food prices even higher than expected. Sylvain Charlebois says increases should ease later in the year when higher interest rates cause the economy to slow down. Until then, powerless consumers are left with few options, other than shopping around for discounts and using other forms of assistance if necessary.
Well, it means I can eat. It means I don't have to not pay my power or choose between mortgage and food.
Painful decisions in difficult times.
Food inflation is set to spill over into 2023. Drought, too much rain, war, and energy costs look set to curb global farm production again next year. Rice and wheat stores likely won't be replenished in the first half of 2023. Edible oil supplies are down because of adverse weather in Latin America and Southeast Asia. Food prices climbed to record peaks in 2022. Import costs rose to hover around a $2 trillion record high. That hit millions of people worldwide, especially those already struggling with hunger and poverty. Wheat jumped to an all-time high in March after Russia's invasion of key grain exporter Ukraine. The same was true of palm oil, while corn and soybeans climbed to a decade high. Most have since dropped back partially or fully. Flooding in Australia and severe drought in Argentina will shrink key wheat harvests and availability in coming months. And a lack of rainfall in the U.S. plains could dent supplies for the second half of the year. Rice prices are expected to remain high because of duties imposed by main exporter India. The outlook for corn and soybean harvests in South America looks largely bright in early 2023. U.S. domestic supplies of key crops are expected to remain snug, according to the Department of Agriculture. Palm oil will take a hit from tropical storms across Southeast Asia, where high costs also cut the use of fertilizer.
Well, here's a headline you're going to see throughout the day. The 13th edition of Canada's Food Price Report, published annually, forecasts that in 2023, overall food prices will increase by 5 to 7% once again. The report is being released today. In 2023, it's expected that Canadians will continue to feel the effects of high food inflation, and food insecurity and affordability will also be a big issue with rising food prices. Now, some of the factors, of course, the effects of climate change, high transportation costs, higher oil prices, also going to continue through next year as well. What's going to happen with war in Ukraine, all the factors that lead into rising food prices. So let's find out more about the report. Samantha Taylor is one of the authors of the report. She's in the Faculty of Management at Dalhousie University and joins us this morning for a chat about this. Good morning, Samantha. How are you?
Good morning. I'm well, thanks. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. This is going to be a big news story throughout the day. A lot of people are going to see this across social media as well. So the report starts with the section on how you did with 2022's report. So how did you do with that report?
Well, we we're underreporting inflation relative to what actually happened. However, this time last year, we were said to be quite aggressive with us forecasting about 5 to 7%. And what actually ended up happening was food inflation as of September 2023 was at 10.3%.
Unbelievable. What can we expect in 2023?
Sure. So in 2023, what happened for our family of four, our, one male, one female, one boy, one girl, was $15,222. And what we're forecasting for the family of four this year is an increase of just over $1,000, just over $1,065 at $16,288.